Proverbs Chapter 6. My son, if you have become a surety for your neighbor, if you have given your hands as a pledge for a stranger. You are snared by the words of your mouth, you are caught by the words of your mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver yourself, since you have come into the hand of your neighbor. Go, humble yourself, and plead with your neighbor. Do not give sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hunter's hand and like a bird from the fowler's hand. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways, and be wise. Which, having no chief, officer, or ruler, prepares its food in summer and gathers its sustenance in the harvest. How long, sluggard, will you lie there? When will you arise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. And your poverty will come upon you like a robber, and your want, like an armed man. A worthless man, a wicked man, goes around with a perverse mouth. Winking with his eyes, signaling with his feet, pointing with his fingers. With perverseness in his heart, he is devising evil continually, he injects discord. Therefore his calamity will come suddenly, in a moment he will be broken, and there will be no remedy. There are 6 things that Jehovah hates, indeed, 7 that are an abomination to his soul. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that hurry to run to evil. A false witness who utters lies, and one who injects discord among brothers. My son, keep the commandment of your father, and do not reject the teaching of your mother. Bind them continually on your heart, tie them around your neck. When you walk about, it will guide you, when you lie down, it will watch over you, and when you awake, it will talk with you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching a light, and the reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep you from the evil woman, from the smooth tongue of the adulteress. Do not desire her beauty in your heart, nor let her catch you with her eyelids. For the price of a harlot is a loaf of bread, but the wife of another man hunts for the precious soul. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can a man walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched? So it is with him who goes in to his neighbor's wife, no one who touches her will be unpunished. The thief is not despised if he steals to satisfy himself when he is hungry. But if he is found out, he shall restore 7-fold, he must give over all the substance of his house. He who commits adultery with a woman lacks sense, he who does it destroys his own soul. He will find wounds and dishonor, and his reproach will not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, and he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, nor will he be content if you give him great gifts. Proverbs Chapter 7. My son, keep my words, and treasure up my commandments within you. Keep my commandments, and live, and my teaching, like the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call understanding your close friend. That they may keep you from the strange woman, from the adulteress who flatters with her words. For at the window of my house I looked out through my lattice. And I saw among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths, a young man lacking sense. Passing along the street near her corner, and he takes the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening of the day, in the deep of night and darkness. And there comes a woman to meet him, dressed as a harlot and cunning of heart. She is rowdy and defiant, her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, and at every corner she lies in wait. And she grabs him and kisses him, and with an impudent face she says to him, I had to make offerings, today I have paid my vows. Therefore I have come out to meet you, to earnestly seek your presence, and I have found you. I have decked my couch with coverings, colored spreads of the linen of Egypt. I have sprinkled my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us drink our fill of love until the morning, let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home, he has gone on a long journey. He has taken the money bag with him, he will come home at the full moon. With her great persuasiveness she beguiles him, with her smooth talk she compels him. He goes after her immediately, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as someone in fetters, to the correction of the fool. Until an arrow pierces through his liver. As a bird hastens to the snare, so he does not know that this will cost him his life. And now, my sons, listen to me, and pay attention to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways, do not stray into her paths. For many are those whom she has brought down wounded, and numerous are all who have been slain by her. Her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death. Proverbs Chapter 8. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? On the top of the heights, by the way, where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gates, at the entry of the city, at the entrance of the doors, she cries aloud. To you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. O simple ones, understand prudence, and, O fools, be of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak noble things, and the opening of my lips will yield right things. For my mouth will utter truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, there is nothing twisted or crooked in them. They are all straight to him who understands, and right to those who find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than corals, and nothing that you desire compares with her. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and I find knowledge and discretion. The fear of Jehovah is to hate evil, pride and arrogance and the evil way and the perverse mouth, I hate. Counsel is mine and sound wisdom, I am understanding, I have might. By me kings reign, and rulers decree justice. By me princes rule, and nobles all who judge righteously. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, even fine gold, and my yield than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of justice. That I may cause those who love me to inherit substance and that I may fill their treasuries. Jehovah possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from eternity, from the beginning, before the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth, when there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills, I was brought forth. When he had not yet made the earth and the fields, nor the first dust of the world. When he established the heavens, I was there, when he inscribed a circle upon the surface of the deep. When he made firm the skies above, when the fountains of the deep became strong. When he set for the sea its boundary, that the waters should not transgress his commandment, when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was by him, as a master workman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. Rejoicing in his habitable earth, and my delight was in the sons of men. Now therefore, my sons, listen to me, for blessed are they who keep my ways. Hear instruction, and be wise, and do not neglect it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorposts. For whoever finds me finds life, and will obtain favor from Jehovah. But he who sins against me wrongs his own soul, all who hate me love death. Proverbs Chapter 9. Wisdom has built her house, she has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has slaughtered her beasts, she has mingled her wine, she has also set her table. She has sent forth her maidens, she calls from the highest places of the city. Whoever is simple, let him turn and hear, as for him who lacks sense, she says to him. Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake foolishness, and live, and walk in the way of understanding. He who corrects a scorner gets dishonor for himself, and he who reproves a wicked man blemishes himself. Do not reprove a scorner, lest he hate you, reprove a wise man, and he will love you. Impart something to a wise man, and he will become wiser still, teach a righteous man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For by me your days will be multiplied, and the years of your life will be increased. If you are wise for yourself, and if you are scornful, you alone will bear it. The woman foolishness is rowdy, she is simple and knows nothing. And she sits at the door of her house, on a seat in the heights of the city, to call to those who pass by, who go straight on their ways. Whoever is simple, let him turn and hear, and as for him who lacks sense, she says to him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread gotten in secret is pleasant. But he does not know that the dead are there, that her guests are in the depths of Sheol. Proverbs Chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish son is a grief to his mother. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivers from death. Jehovah will not allow the soul of the righteous man to go hungry, but he thrusts away the desire of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps at harvest time is a son who brings shame. Blessings are upon the head of the righteous man, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous man is blessed, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but the foolish in speech will be cast down. He who walks in integrity walks securely, but he who perverts his ways will be known. He who winks with the eye causes grief, and the foolish in speech will be cast down. The mouth of the righteous man is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all transgressions. In the lips of one who has understanding wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. Wise men treasure up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool is imminent destruction. The rich man's substance is his strong city, the ruin of the poor is their poverty. The wages of the righteous man lead to life, the income of the wicked man, to sin. He who heeds instruction is on the path of life, but he who forsakes reproof goes astray. He who conceals hatred has lying lips, and he who utters slander is a fool. When there are many words transgression does not cease, but he who restrains his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous man is like choice silver, the heart of the wicked is worth little. The lips of the righteous man feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. It is the blessing of Jehovah that makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Carrying out a wicked scheme is like sport to a fool, but so is wisdom to a man of understanding. The fear of the wicked man will come upon him, and the desire of the righteous will be granted. When the whirlwind passes, the wicked man is no more, but the righteous man is an everlasting foundation. Like vinegar to the teeth and like smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those who send him. The fear of Jehovah prolongs days, but the years of the wicked will be shortened. The hope of the righteous is joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The way of Jehovah is a stronghold to the upright, but it is ruin to the workers of iniquity. The righteous man will never be moved, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous man brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the righteous man know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked is perverse.